Mr. Chairman, Mr. Bera, and distinguished members of subcommittee, thank you for the
You might want to pull the mic a little bit closer, just so everybody in the back can hear too. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the opportunity to appear before you to testify on the Bureau of East Asian and Pacific Affairs budget request for fiscal year 2014. With your permission, Mr. Chairman, I would like to make brief remark and submit a more detailed written testimony for the record.
Without objection, so ordered.
At the outset of this administration, the President made a strategic decision to increase focus on the Asia-Pacific region. The President's approach recognizes that the United States is a Pacific power whose people, economy, and interests are increasingly linked with Asia's economic, security, and political development. The FY 2014 budget reflects this strategic priority. Our budget request was crafted in full recognition of our current budgetary constraints, as well as the expectations of the American people to use their tax dollars wisely. I'm grateful for the opportunity to come before you, along with my good friend Nisha Biswal, to discuss what is at stake in a region with over half the world's population and nearly half of the world's global trade. First, these efforts create and sustain American jobs. Economic vitality in the United States depend on the ability of U.S. firms to tap the growing base of the demand for goods and services in the Asia-Pacific region. Our diplomatic and development resources in the region support U.S. jobs by promoting open markets, protecting intellectual property, and helping U.S. firms compete for foreign contracts. U.S. exports to Asia-Pacific reached almost $400 billion in 2012, up 26% in 4 years. Through expanded engagement with China on investment, the value of Chinese greenfield investment and acquisitions in the United States has risen dramatically, from less than $500 million annually prior to 2009 to $6.5 billion by 2012. These inflows of capital support more American jobs. Public diplomacy and consular operations throughout the Asia-Pacific bring millions of tourists and foreign students to the United States each year, with students from East Asia contributing, we estimate, at $9 billion annually to the U.S. economy. Second, our funding resources make United States more secure. In cooperation with the Defense Department and other agencies, our security assistance programs help maintain peace and security across the Asia-Pacific, including efforts to deal with North Korea, stem proliferation, maintain freedom of navigation, and promote transparency and human rights. Third, our budget promotes democracy, human dignity, and the rule of law. For example, in Burma, the United States is supporting a historic political and economic transition through targeted assistance to promote the rule of law, respect for human rights, a robust civil society, and the development of a transparent, accountable government that is responsive to the needs of the people. The overall FY 2014 budget request for the State Department USAID provide $1.2 billion in funding for East Asia and the Pacific, which reflects a 7.1 increase from FY 2012 in support of the East Asia rebalance. This is the largest percentage increase of any region. The request expands foreign assistance funding to the Asia-Pacific region to $768 million from $715 million in FY 2012. On the state operations request, the budget provides an additional $25.9 million for program and supporting costs, including funding to add 24 new positions to fill needs at our embassies and our regional bureau offices. To conclude, Mr. Chairman, U.S. leadership in the Asia-Pacific region will pay dividends for our security and prosperity well into this century, just as our post-World War II commitment to Europe created a similar transatlantic network of institutions and relationships. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for inviting me to testify today, and I'm pleased to answer any questions you may have.